that is actually the most powerful fan ever. It's gonna be a major project to switch the color, but we are down for it.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the Goon Squad garage, and today what we're gonna focus on is our paint booth. We finally got that sucker fired up, and we figured out all the electrical stuff on it, but you know what? Now what we need to do is basically just tuck all the wires away, just make it nice and clean. That way we can just fire it up whenever we want and just turn it off when we're done using it. And that's gonna require us renting some pretty crazy equipment. We gotta rent like a big old boring machine because we got to drill underneath our driveway, and also I think we got to rent a trencher because we're gonna do like a bunch of conduit in the ground. So that's gonna be pretty fun right there, just figuring out how to use that equipment right there and just making it nice and neat. And the main reason why we want to finish up that paint booth is because it's kind of holding us back from finishing up projects like this Lamborghini Urus, which that's an absolute beast right there. So we just got to unwrap it and throw a fresh paint job on it like we like to do. It's gonna look absolutely amazing. It's gonna be nice and slick, especially in a brand new paint booth. So that's gonna be the most exciting thing, is painting for the first time on premises, dude.
Absolutely just game changing for us, because you know we had to drive so far to a paint booth. Now off the frame machine into the paint booth.
Dude, it's gonna make it so convenient, so easy, and just so satisfying. And as for the Porsche, you guys know what's going on with it. If we have time, we'll get to it, but that's gonna be our main focus: the paint booth, then the Lamborghini Urus, and then the Porsche. So let's just go ahead and start with gathering a bunch of equipment and hopefully get that paint booth nice and pretty and get it fired up for good. Alrighty guys, so check this out. We rented a bunch of epic stuff. First things first, we got the boring machine right there, and also we got the trencher, and we got to trenching and we got to drilling underneath this driveway right here, because we're gonna run the conduit all the way through. And this ain't your average driveway. This sucker is pretty much like double, two driveways wide right here, and we basically just ran out of drill bits, so we can't make it all the way through. And basically why you want to make it all the way through is because after you make it through one end, then you go ahead and pop this on, and then you back it out, and it makes the hole even bigger. And also you attach your conduit right there and you pull it all the way through, which we got all the conduit right there. So we're gonna probably have to actually get one of these tomorrow in the morning, because it's already late and the place where we rented from already shut down. And this ain't your average drill bit you can just get from the hardware store now, is it? Right there,
dude? No, it's not. So these are like in 6-foot sections, and all we got is 4 of them. If we had one more, we'd be done. So we'll probably just ask them tomorrow if we can borrow one more. You know?
I'm sure they got one just laying around, and we'll be able to just get this whole entire thing knocked out. But in the meantime, you know what we can do? A bunch of trenching, you know what I mean? We can finish trenching from the panel box to the paint booth right there and throw in all the conduit. And we want to make sure we do this right, because we are dealing with 220 volts. You don't want to come outside when it's raining barefoot walking around and get zapped, you know what I mean?
No, sir.
you don't want to, you'll warm your toes up. I'll tell you what, dude. Exactly. You'll burn something. So we're definitely going to make sure that this is done right and just make sure everything is insulated, basically. Sealed. So let's just go ahead, jump back onto that trencher and get as much as we possibly can done. Lay some pipe. guys, we are almost done with all of our wiring. We ended up actually finishing up the drill work by building a custom extension drill bit, basically, because Pops went this morning actually to see if we can just borrow one, but they didn't have one. So we had to build one, drilled some holes, welded some things, and you know what? We got through our driveway underneath it, and we dug the trenches. We got everything buried up, and we got conduit running from the panel box all the way over there, underneath the driveway, all the way over there to the paint booth, and just a little bit more wiring is left. But look at this, dude. As we were drilling, we kind of caused a little speed bump right there. I don't know how that happened. I guess the drill bit was kind of facing up and pushing it up or something.
Yeah, dude, I can even see a little bit of cracking right here, dude. It's crazy how close it got to it, but hey, it doesn't matter as long as we made it to the other side.
Exactly, and it looks nice and clean right there. And also, I do want to point out that we did run a 120 voltage wire out the side right here, but in the same conduit, because you know what we're gonna have? A freaking gate opener, dude.
Always wanted one. We've had one, we just never had the chance to run the wire, electrical wire, and now we did, you know, with the paint booth and all.
Dude, it's gonna be so awesome because you know what? Pops has been the gate opener for the longest time. Every time we pull up, he runs out here. This is a heavy gate, dude.
It is a heavy gate. So, everybody always has to push it open, but now with the click of a button, dude,
it's gonna be so epic right there. We'll save that for a little bit later, but as of right now, what we got left is basically add another panel box over there, just like a switch, run a little bit more conduit over there, finish up some wiring in the paint booth, and that sucker is gonna be fully fired up and running professionally. Dude,
that's powerful, dude.
That's insanely powerful. So we just fired up the main fan after doing a bunch of wiring. Dude, I can see why electricians charge so much, dude.
Yes, I mean, we thought that was the hard part, putting it in the ground, but this is actually pretty challenging because what we're trying to do is make everything nice and neat while we're doing it. You know, we're trying to get all these wires, we're getting them in insulated, like a rubber conduit right here. As you can tell, already looks really beautiful right here. We got 2 more fans to wire up, and then the lights in there, and dude, that'll be pretty much it,
That's pretty much it. So the breaker over there on the shop end is pretty much all done. Everything's wired up. We even threw in the switch right here, just kind of like a just in case, you know, we want to turn it off right here instead of turning it off over there.
Good emergency switch, and it's all waterproof, so you'll just be able to hit it from, you know, rain, doesn't matter, run that conduit up
beautifully there, dude.
Motor's where it's going to be right there. I mean, this is looking amazing, man. We can be electricians after this, dude.
I'm telling you, we're going to start doing all of our electrical work, and listen to this sucker fire up right here. Woo!
Perfect.
And that fan was insane.
Dude, that is actually the most powerful fan ever right there. I think it's more powerful than these two. These are just double. Those are just one big single one, which is just insane.
Dude, I almost feel like it's blowing too hard, dude.
Oh, dude, whenever all 3 of them fire up, it's gonna be an insane feeling. I can't wait to feel what it feels like on the inside, you know?
Yeah, dude, so a little bit more to go, and we're gonna have all 3. I think once all 3 are wired up on the same power, it's not gonna spin as fast, I have a feeling.
It might spin even faster.
is officially 100% complete, and this sucker is absolutely just beautiful. Let's quickly just walk over here where we did the majority of the wiring. Look how beautiful all that wiring is just tucked away and everything. The motor is on right now, but you know what? It's not too loud. That's honestly why we picked this spot right here, because you know, it doesn't make too much ruckus, and on top of that, it's easier for us to wire it up with it being right there. And the box works, everything works right here. We threw some silicone where it needed it. That way there's no air leaks or anything. Dude, that is just pristine right there.
That's professional work, dude.
That's professional right there. And you know what, dude? While our electrician is out in Alaska somewhere fishing, we were out here fishing wire. You know what I mean? Dude, he was fishing fish, we were fishing wire, and we got it done, dude.
Dude, we got it knocked out, which is just incredible. Like, I mean, guys, anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So, you know what? We couldn't wait. We got to get this project done, and look at how beautiful it is in here. We threw in all the filters up top right there. You had to put in each individual one into each grate and kind of just tuck everything away. All the lights are on right here. We might have to, like, maybe in the future we'll add more lighting. We'll see once we do our very first paint job. And also we will add our infrared heating lamps maybe later on, maybe in the winter time. I don't think we'll need it in the summer, or we might not even need it at all, because over here at our own shop, we can just bring in a heater and just fire it up, dude.
Easily, that's what I'm saying. Finally, our very own paint booth, which is just gonna be perfect. I mean, we're gonna be the only ones using it, so we'll know when to change filters, keep it clean, you know, all that stuff.
That's the whole goal of having your own paint booth, is knowing exactly what's going on with it and just keep that maintenance on par, you know what I mean? Just make sure everything is perfect. Just regulate all the filters, make sure everything is nice and clean. That way you get those perfect paint jobs, and that's what I'm hoping for. We even like sprayed a little spray paint, and the suction is perfect. It literally just sucked it clean down, dude.
Amazing stuff right here. I mean, this thing is pretty much ready. May have to go through it before we paint, like with some silicone, maybe on the edges or something like that. Yeah. But other than that, dude, it's perfect,
just basic little stuff, man. This is ready for the Lamborghini Urus. Also, let's do a quick walk around of the outside. We didn't really talk about the carport, but dude, without that carport, dude, I'm sure there'd be all sorts of water already in the paint booth, or it would have just put more rust to it. It would have just put wear and tear on it. But look at this beautiful carport for storing the paint booth, storing the military truck, boat. Dude, this is just awesome right here. And honestly, dude, we're outgrowing this place, man. We might have to get a bigger place,
that's what I'm saying. We might have to buy more property, dude.
But anyways, we do still want to actually make some changes to this carport. We want to add a wall on that side and on that side right there, because rain sometimes does kind of blow in from the side, and we don't want it hitting that electric motor over there. So we'll probably just throw walls and then maybe build a little storage area on the left over there for like parts or random stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure. But this is the perfect spot right here. I'm glad we went ahead and just knock this out as soon as possible.
Dude, the only thing that we're missing is an alignment machine, dude, and we would be fully just self-rebuilding sustained right here,
that'd
man.
Be pretty nice. We may end up looking into one, you know.
Definitely would be awesome to have one right here. But you know what? As of right now, guys, we're gonna go ahead, bring that Lamborghini Urus out. We're gonna go ahead and start getting that sucker ready for its very first paint job in a brand new paint booth right here. So let's go ahead and get it off the frame machine and start unwrapping that sucker. My goodness, guys, check this out. We finally got the Urus in the paint booth.
First car,
just to see how it fits.
Just to see how it fits, and dude, it has plenty of room. Honestly, if you wanted to paint like an entire car with all the panels together, there is plenty of room to walk all the way around this thing. It's perfect room on the sides, the back, the front, and I mean, the lighting is actually pretty dang good. I mean, right here is even better because you got like 4 extra lights, but Other than that, dude, in the back, look at that, man, super bright. I think these upper lights are like the best because I've never been in a paint booth with lights that shine on an angle like that, and it just shines perfectly
right
down.
at the perfect angle. I know sometimes lighting can be a little funny in paint booths. It's kind of hard to see the clear coat and the paint. So honestly, maybe this is designed perfectly for you to get the best visibility.
Yeah,
dude.
100%. I agree. That is just perfect. I cannot wait to paint. I mean, we already started unwrapping this thing, you know, just taking all that old wrap off because we're going to sand this entire thing and spray this thing in with, hey, we may even change the color. We're thinking about it.
We are, dude.
It's going to be a lot more work, but now we got a paint booth.
Exactly.
You know?
Now we can do some crazy stuff like that. So definitely drop it in the comments down below if you want to see us change this color, maybe to the silver, dude.
What do you want to see? You want to see silver?
Nah. I was thinking about it. Silver is almost like a basic color. It looks pretty sick on this car because the body lines show, but
I'm thinking that Lamborghini purple.
That metallic purple.
So on point. But there's other colors out there.
High gloss black.
Black does look good.
Look at the fender right here, dude.
The black does look good on the Urus, like especially with the headlight, if you look like that. So there's plenty of different color options. It's going to be a major project to switch the color, but we are down for it. I mean, now we can take apart the doors, paint the insides of the doors, and then paint the insides of the hood, pull the car in. We have our own paint booth,
dude,
so it's possible.
Exactly.
Dude.
It just makes it so much just easier to do stuff or to paint stuff when you have your own paint booth because you don't got to trailer stuff. You can literally prepare stuff right here and take it right into there, dude.
Yeah, as soon as you paint something, dries a little bit, pull it right out in the sun, put your other parts in there and spray them all in. Dude, this is epic. I mean, look how cool it looks with the car in there. The white booth, the lights. It looks insane, dude.
Alrighty guys, so we pulled the Urus out into the sunlight. That way it's just easier to unwrap, and we still got a lot more to go because we did wrap some of the jams on this side. We got to take apart a bunch of stuff for this paint job, so we still got a good bit of work on our hands. We got a bunch of wet sanding, but that's our main goal, is to finish up this Lamborghini Urus, give it a fresh paint job. It's gonna look absolutely insane. This car is super epic, and we weren't even able to fully test it out, so we're super excited about that, especially with a full straight pipe exhaust. Sounds absolutely wild. So we're super happy to finally be finishing up this project right here. Super happy to have the paint booth finished up, but definitely drop all your comments and thoughts down below. And thank you guys so much for all the love and support. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.